Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Ariel and I'm the owner of Ariebea Sticker Shop. In today's video I am going to be doing something that was requested not too long ago. Last year I posted a video making a paper cover for some of my Hobonichi Techos. You might have seen them. I made a paper cover here for my A6 Hobonichi supplement, and I also did it for a few other notebooks. I don't have them right now actually, now that I think about it. So in my last video I did show you how to make a paper cover for your A6 planners, and I used a letter size sheet of paper. So anything that is approximately A6 size or anything a little bit smaller, you should be able to make a paper cover for your planner with just a letter size sheet of paper just like this. So here I have a digital paper that I printed out, and because you can fit an A6 like notebook on a letter sheet of paper, like when it's flat open, then that's why this works. However, if you have any larger notebook like a B6 or an A5 like I do have here, more than likely to have to do a little bit more DIYing. I think these paper covers are really fun to make, and they really help customize your planner and kind of make it your own. So as you can see here, I do have two digital papers. They're both floral ones. I love them. And what I'm going to do is actually tape them together to make one large sheet of paper. Of course, it is best it is best to use like one single sheet of paper. That's going to be like the most like stable. So if you have anything larger than letter size that you want to use for your A5 or larger size planners, then go ahead and do that. I will just quickly show you how I like to do mine. Let's see. Oh, I can barely get that in frame. Okay, so as you can see, with the two letter size sheets of paper slightly overlapping each other, as you can see here. So as you can see, the full A5 notebook fits really well here on these two sheets of paper. There is room all the way around so that you're able to fold it over and make a cover for your notebook. As mentioned before, I did overlap the pages a little bit, which is something that you're probably going to have to do just to give it a little bit more stability, but I'm going to gently move this off to the side first because I'm going to need to tape these seams down. So I'm just going to be using some clear tape today. You can also use like washi tape or anything like that as well. Today I'm just going to be using clear tape. Oops. So I just laid the clear tape along that seam, and then I'm just going to run over it with my finger. I need to cut it with some scissors. You can use other kinds of tape for this as well. I have used washi tape in the past and it was pretty effective, but today I just want to go for a simple clean look, so that's why I'm just using some clear tape. So I'm just folding the edges in like that, and I'm probably going to do the same on the inside seam here as well. And I'm just going to lay that down. Alright, so you guys might be able to see this a little bit better here, but basically what I did was I put those two sheets of paper together, maybe like an inch or so, maybe 2 inches overlapping each other. And then over the seams I decided to put a little bit of clear tape, and I folded it over the edge so it won't move, and then I also did that on the opposite side of the paper as well. So what I end up with is this very large sheet of paper. You can see the seam here of the tape because that's where the pattern is slightly different, but that is okay. So what I'm going to do is now place my notebook on top of this so that I can make the cover. I'm gonna, because the seam is on sort of the side, it's a little bit more closer to the right side of the paper. I'm gonna keep that there, so it's gonna end up on the back side of my cover, if that makes sense. So I have the two seams here, so this one is the one in the middle, and then I have this one on the opposite side. I'm gonna place my notebook somewhere in the middle of those two lines. And I'm just going to open it up and sort of center it as much as I can. I hope you guys can see that. So now we're going to be doing a little bit of more of a folding technique. So I'm going to fold up the bottom of this paper and crease it so that it fits along the edge of the notebook here, and I'm going to do the same thing to the top as well. Then I'm just going to move my notebook off to the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and crease these sections. So I'm going to crease that up and in. I'm going to try and make it as close to 90 degrees as possible. I want like a really good crisp line here. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it and do the opposite side. Now that I have those two folds creased, I'm just going to check the height of it to see if my notebook will slide in well. If not, I have to adjust it a little bit. So it looks to be a little bit tight, maybe off by just a couple millimeters. So I'm going to bring one of these creases down a little bit, maybe up until there. And again, I'm just going to check if my notebook fits in here well, and that fits a lot better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with the notebook, again, open, I'm going to try and find a little bit of the center, just like that. And I'm going to fold in these edges. Again, I should leave a little bit of extra space just in case. But I just crease those edges, going to move the book again off to the side, and I'm going to fold these. Okay, so that is the paper cover that you now have. I'm going to now slide my notebook into these folds that I made on the side, and hopefully it will line up really well. And then I can crease the spine of where the notebook is. So I put that all the way in. Okay, so I just got the other side in as well, and it's pretty secure. I actually made this one pretty tight. And then I can just go along the spine here, and as you can see, this is the seam that we had the tape. It's good to have it on the back of the notebook, especially if you're going to be sticking this notebook like in the back cover of your planner. I think it's just a lot more secure that way. And there we go, that is your paper cover, and you do kind of have a pocket here as well. If you use like a slightly larger sheet of paper, you can even probably make that pocket even bigger. But you're going to have to tape, again, more than one sheet of paper together in order to do this. I've used quite a few digital papers to make these for myself, but I've also used like brown paper packaging. For my A6, or for my weekly supplement here, I did use like a Muji envelope here. It fit really well, so that's why I decided to use it. Because I'm not using this notebook right now, maybe I'm going to switch it into another notebook that I'm using, because this is my Hobonichi cousin for July to December. Of course, we're still in the beginning of the year, so maybe I can put it in here. This notebook I have been using for like notes, and I'm also planning on using it for my manifestations with my astrology journal that I have here off to the side. This is my astrology journal, in case you don't know. It is a traveler's notebook. I'm going to be using the rest of this notebook for like notes and stuff for that, so it's just one that I've started and didn't get to finish, so I want to finish this before I move on to my Tomoe River paper notebooks and inserts and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put it on here, and it also fits really well. This is also an A5 notebook, so I think it fits pretty snugly with this paper cover as well, and it's very cute. And I'm just going to tuck this back into this cover because I think it looks super pretty. Like that. So there it is. That is my DIY of this paper cover for an A5. It's a little bit different than ones for the A6, but the concept is mainly the same. If you do this, please do tag me on Instagram if you do care to share. I would love to see you guys make your own paper covers and customize your planners to how you enjoy it. I hope the lighting wasn't too bad in this video. I know there is some shadowing here because I do have artificial lighting right now, but I think I can try and brighten it up a little bit and get rid of some of these shadows in post-production. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!